Have you ever looked at the night sky and wondered if it's looking back? What if the universe isn't made of lifeless matter, but of tiny minds, quietly aware? That's the question behind panpsychism, one of the oldest, strangest, and most thought-provoking ideas about reality. For centuries, science and philosophy have tried to answer a haunting question. Why are we conscious? Why do we feel things instead of just reacting like machines? Materialism says consciousness comes from the brain, complex neurons firing until awareness somehow appears. Dualism says mind and matter are separate, like a soul living inside a body. But both leave something missing. How does matter turn into experience? Panpsychism offers a different path. It says consciousness was never created. It's always been here. The roots of panpsychism go deep. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Thales of Miletus believed everything is full of gods, meaning every part of nature holds some spark of life. Plato hinted that the world itself might have a soul. Later, in the 17th century, Baruch Spinoza proposed that everything, stones, trees, stars, are expressions of one infinite substance he called God or nature. Even Leibniz, the mathematician and philosopher, imagined the universe as a collection of monads, tiny centers of perception that make up reality. It sounds mystical, but for them, it was logical. If we humans are part of the universe, and we are conscious, maybe consciousness isn't an exception. Maybe it's the rule. Fast forward to today. Scientists can map brainwaves and scan neurons, yet the mystery remains. No matter how deep we look, we can't find the exact moment when matter starts feeling. This is what philosopher David Chalmers called the hard problem of consciousness, explaining why physical processes produce inner experience at all. That's where thinkers like Galen, Strawson, and Goff stepped back into the light with panpsychism. They argue that maybe consciousness doesn't emerge from matter. It's built into it. Every particle might carry a faint form of experience. When billions of these particles come together in complex ways, like in a human brain, they form a richer, more organized awareness. Not new magic, just old awareness rearranged. Of course, it's not an easy theory to swallow. If everything is conscious, does that mean your phone has feelings? Probably not in any way we'd recognize. Panpsychism doesn't say rocks think or suffer. It says they might possess the tiniest internal point of view, too simple for us to imagine. Skeptics argue it's untestable, that it replaces mystery with poetry. But even critics admit it asks a question science can't answer yet. How can something entirely unconscious, like atoms, suddenly produce something so vivid as love, fear, or wonder? Maybe consciousness isn't something the universe has. Maybe it's what the universe is. Imagine every flicker of light, every gust of wind, every cell in your body participating in a vast web of awareness, each one whispering its own quiet story. Panpsychism doesn't claim to prove this. It just reminds us that our sense of being alive might not be a lonely miracle. Maybe, in some deep, subtle way, everything is alive with us. So next time you look at the stars, maybe don't ask if we're alone. Ask instead, how many eyes are already watching in silence?